Shout out to D Green with this, man. Hey.
The 25 biggest sports trades of the past 25 years.
According to Bleacher Report.
Starting at number 25, Terrell Owens to the Eagles. Damn, T.O. is only at number 25? Bro, real ones know that T.O. is on the cover of the best football video game of all time. Yes, to this day, in 2025, there's still not a Madden game better than ESPN 2K5. F*** you, EA Sports. But shout out to T.O. He went from the 49ers to the Eagles. Number 24, Dwight Howard to the Lakers. What? Okay, so I guess I gotta understand that the title says the biggest and not the best. So this means like what made the biggest noise at the time. Because I ain't gonna lie, at the time that we all heard that Dwight was going to the Lakers with Kobe, I think they even had Steve Nash. You can't lie, bro. At this time, we definitely thought he was going to get a ring. But he actually ended up getting one later on the Lakers with LeBron? I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy how this matrix works. But rest in peace, Kobe. Dwight is at number 24. Dwight to the Lakers. Moving on to number 23. John Gruden to the Buccaneers. They're including coaches on this list? How can you trade a coach? Okay, I guess they're including coaches now? Number 23, John Gruden. Moving on to number 22. Cavs flip Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love. Damn, I almost forgot about that, bro. Andrew Wiggins got drafted by the Cavaliers, and they were calling him the next LeBron and shit. And then they traded him for Kevin Love, and Kevin Love ended up winning a ring with LeBron. Bro, this matrix is fucking crazy. I'm glad I'm looking at this list, bro, because I forgot all this stuff actually happened. Kevin Love used to be on the Timberwolves, and he was like legit the best rebounder in the NBA, bro. He was getting like 20 rebounds a night, and he ends up getting a ring with LeBron. Damn, LeBron has gotten a lot of people rings. I'm only on like the 4th player on this list, and LeBron's already won 2 of these people rings. Go discussion over with. Moving on to number 21. Lions swap Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford. This is crazy that Matthew Stafford actually has a ring. But bro, I'm not gonna lie. The Detroit Lions haven't been this nice since Barry Sanders. They might even be a better team than when they had Barry Sanders. So this was really a win-win trade for both teams. Moving on to number 20, Justin Verlander to the Astros. Okay, now I'm not gonna even lie to y'all, I don't watch baseball, bruh. But y'all let me know in the comments how big this trade was in NBA terms. Because like I said, baseball is the type of sport that I can only enjoy watching in person. Watching it on TV, not possible. Moving on to number 19. Kurt Schilling to the Red Sox. Like I said, I don't watch baseball. Of course I know like the superstar players, but I have no idea who the fuck these guys are. Moving on to number 18. Brett Favre to the Jets. Bro, this is bringing back so many memories. This is when Madden was actually playable. When Brett Favre was on the Jets, this was like Madden 09 or like, bro, y'all know what I'm talking about. This is when Madden was actually decent. Brett Favre also went to like the Vikings after this, but damn. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they also had LaDainian Tomlinson. The Matrix was getting crazy in the 2000s. Number 17, James Harden to the Rockets. Damn, bro. I feel like this could have been even higher. because James Harden ended up being an MVP, and his career completely changed when he went to the Rockets, bro. Now, don't get me wrong, James Harden, you still don't have a ring, and you'll probably retire without one, but he definitely changed the NBA with his play style. He was the first nigga to do a triple step back. Moving on to number 16, Marshawn Lynch to the Seahawks. Definitely shout out to Beast Mode. Marshawn Lynch was always nice, but when he was on the Buffalo Bills, I wouldn't consider that his prime. We all know his prime was really on the Seahawks. Why they didn't run the ball in the Super Bowl, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck the head coach and Russell Wilson were thinking, bro. Call a fucking audible. Moving on to number 15, Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce to the Nets. Now, like I said, the title is the biggest trades, not the best trades. Because at this point, both of these niggas were washed. I know y'all know what Kevin Garnett meme I'm talking about. But this was definitely a big trade at the time. Knowing how long that Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce were on the Celtics, damn, good times. And don't forget about Jason Terry. They completely violated him. How do y'all forget about Jason Terry in the title? Moving on to number 14. Jason Tatum for Markelle Fultz ahead of draft night. What? Damn, y'all fucked up. Is Markelle Fultz even still in the NBA? And I say that with all due respect. I think Markelle Fultz was like the number 1 pick. Bro, I swear every time there's a new number 1 pick, they was trying to compare this nigga to LeBron, I think. Markelle Fultz being a number 1 pick and trading him for Jason Tatum is crazy, bro. Now, the last I remember is Markelle Fultz was on the Magic, but I don't know what team or what country he plays for. But they obviously regret making this trade. Jason Tatum has a ring and he's on the cover of 2K. And like I said, I don't know what team Markelle Fultz plays for. Moving on to number 13, Luka Doncic for Trae Young on draft night. This was definitely a crazy trade. I feel like it was a win-win for both teams. Damn, can you imagine Luka in Atlanta? That nigga Luka would have fucked around and had a mixed baby. Trae Young fits better in Atlanta and Luka fits better in Dallas. Moving on to number 12, Chris Paul to Lakers vetoed, and Chris Paul traded to Clippers. Oh my gosh, this is pissing me off. Bro, I remember this like it was yesterday. I thought it was basically a done deal that Chris Paul and Kobe were going to be on the same team. Bro, I swear to God, if this would have happened, Chris Paul would have had a ring. So you're telling me this couldn't happen, but KD could have went to the fucking Warriors? You guys can't tell me that the NBA isn't fake. Why didn't they let this trade go through? Literally for no reason. Supposedly because it was unfair, right? I'm telling you, bro, Chris Paul was supposed to be on the Lakers. I wish that would have happened, bro. And I am not a Lakers fan. I'm just a LeBron fan. But that would have been good for basketball. Kobe would have had more rings if he would have had Chris Paul. Moving on to number 11. AD to the Lakers. This makes me want to bring up this question. Is Anthony Davis the best player that LeBron has ever played with? A lot of people would say he is, but I would argue with you Kyrie Irving. I ain't gonna lie. I think Kyrie is the best player that LeBron has ever played with. Moving on to the top 10 biggest trades in the past 25 years. Number 10, Carmelo to the Knicks. Definitely a top 10 biggest trade. My only problem is Melo stayed on the Knicks too long. Once you seen that you weren't getting any help on the Knicks, you were supposed to play with LeBron. But no, not when you were old, when you were in your prime. Felt like Melo was being too selfish, so he just stayed in New York and he was collecting his bag. But if Melo really wanted a ring, he could have got a ring. But he wanted to stay on the Knicks. And once he was old and not in his prime anymore, that's when he had to accept the fact that, yeah, I'ma need some help if I want to get a ring. Too late, Melo. Okay, moving on to number 9. Kawhi Leonard to the Raptors. Kawhi really got Toronto a ring and left. Why did Kawhi ever leave the Raptors? Can somebody please answer that question? That nigga DeMar DeRozan was going crazy on the Raptors for all those years. And then Kawhi goes there for like 1 year and wins a ring. Made that shit look hella easy. But honestly, that was only because Kevin Durant got hurt. But that's another conversation for another day. Moving on to number 8. Shaq to the Heat. Okay. Now, Shaq was not in his prime in this time, but he was definitely still big as shit. He ended up getting carried by Dwayne Wade when he was in his prime and ended up getting a championship. Also back when NBA 2K was actually playable and Ronnie 2K wasn't spamming microtransactions. Fuck you, Ronnie, and fuck you, Mike Wang. Moving on to number 7. Mookie Betts to the Dodgers. Now, like I said, can you guys tell me what this means in NBA or NFL terms? I have heard of Mookie Betts, but like I said, I am not a day-to-day MLB watcher. Number 6, Randy Moss to the Patriots. Bro, this could really be like top 5 or top 3, but it's number 6. Randy Moss, in my eyes, in my generation, he is the best receiver of all time. Now, obviously, people say Jerry Rice, or some people say Terrell Owens. But me personally, growing up, Randy Moss is the best receiver I've ever seen. And also, on a serious note, shout out to Randy Moss. I think he just beat cancer. I think he still might have some chemotherapy left, but bro, prayers to Randy Moss, bruh. Literally the best to ever do it. Now moving on to the top 5 biggest trades of all time. Now just from knowing off the top of my head, one of these is going to have to be LeBron to the Heat. But the other 4, I don't know. Number 5, Eli Manning for Phillip Rivers on draft night. Bro, I didn't even know that this happened. Now, I'm not going to even lie. Eli Manning is underrated, bro. And it's obviously because his big brother is Peyton, but Eli Manning is the only player to defeat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. So you got to put some respect on Eli Manning's name. Now, also shout out to Phillip Rivers. He definitely was not a bum, but he retired without a Super Bowl ring. So I gotta say the Giants won this trade. Moving on to number 4. Pau Gasol to the Lakers. For sure. Kobe and Pau Gasol's chemistry, unmatched, bro. You'll even see to this day, rest in peace Kobe, that Kobe's kids call Pau Uncle Pau. That's the type of chemistry that Kobe and Pau Gasol were, bro. One of the greatest 1-2 punches of all time. I mean, of course, Shaq and Kobe, but you can't forget about Kobe and Pau. And now the top 3 trades in the past 25 years. Number 3, Chiefs trade up to draft Patrick Mahomes. Hate him or love him, this will have to go down as one of the biggest trades ever. Now, at the time, I'm not going to even lie. This didn't feel like it was a big trade. But now in 2025, we can say that Patrick Mahomes is already on the road to being one of the best quarterbacks of all time. And that's coming from a Lamar Jackson fan. Game respects game. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Tom Brady, those are the top 3 quarterbacks of all time for me. Moving on to number 2, Alex Rodriguez to the Yankees. Now, like I said, obviously I know the MLB superstar, so I know who A-Rod is, but wow, this is really the second biggest trade in the last quarter century. He got traded for Alfonso Soriano and Joaquin Arias. So basically guys that will never be in the Hall of Fame. Correct me if I'm wrong though. And now number 1 has to be LeBron, right? To the Heat? Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen to the Celtics? What the fuck? Well, oh yeah, duh. LeBron wasn't traded. He was just a free agent. I was about to violate this entire list, but then I had to remember he wasn't traded. But I still don't believe this is the biggest trade in the past 25 years. Hell no. These guys won only 1 ring. Why do they always act like this Celtics team won like 3 championships? Y'all got lucky 1 time. They really try to act like this was a generational dynasty. Now don't get it fucked up. This was still a tough Boston Celtics team. But stop it, bro. I don't think this was the biggest trade in the past 25 years. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section. This list was decent, but I just don't agree with number 1.
It's a parade inside my city. No, it's not, my nigga. It's definitely not a parade inside your city.